It blows me away to see quote unquote allies, people who had so much to say about President Obama, would not give President Obama an inch to breathe on anything. I'm not saying that you were wrong. I'm just saying I took note. I took good notes. I listened to everybody. And it's fascinating to see some of those same people who had qualms with President Obama, principled, I'll give you that, now falling in line to say, let's give Donald Trump a chance, or let's work with Donald Trump, or let's not just oppose him. All these other, wait a minute, but you oppose President Obama at every turn. Sometimes rightfully, sometimes you were just being an asshole, but you oppose him at every turn. You cannot tell me that you believe that Donald Trump is going to be such a transformative president that he's not going to be almost in lockstep in terms of imperialism, in terms of economics, as President Obama. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. Even if we realign with Russia and Iran, it's still going to be a form. We're just going to be on the opposite side of the equation. You cannot tell me that Donald Trump is going to be so transformative that you feel it's the right thing to do to give him a chance, especially when so many of his policies that he has already presented to us are an anathema to progressivism. It effing blows me away, which makes me think that maybe some of your critiques, and I'm not just talking about white people here because I don't want anybody to think that this is that I have a racial dynamic. I'm actually talking about quite a few black people. It makes me think that it's easy to be a contrarian. It's easy to have an angle. I mean, it's so easy to point out something against your own people. I'm really talking to black folks now. It's easy to do that. And then you fall in line and say, well, we should put something together and work with Trump. Negro, did you put something together and go try to work with President Obama? And I'm not seeing this. Listen, I don't mention something on my show until I see a trend. And I am seeing a trend in both white progressives and some black leftists who are now all of a sudden falling in line with the man who said he wants to institute federal stop and frisk. But you were the principled opposition against Obama. Somebody please tell me, do you really believe Donald Trump is that transformative, that he's going to be such a dynamically different leader, that he's not going to spread America? You got to understand, American imperialism is not just about an ideological difference between, it's not even about an ideological difference between America and the USSR, right? American imperialism has always been about the advancement, the spread, and the security of capitalism abroad. You do not believe that Donald Trump is going to oppose capitalism and the expansion of capitalism abroad, do you? Because if you don't, then that's the number one reason. That is the only reason for, I mean, even when it was an ideological fight between Russia, USSR, and the United States, it was an economic ideological fight. So you cannot tell me that you oppose President Obama because he was an imperialist and then say you want to work with Donald Trump. The hell out of here. Y'all play us for a fool.